doing? This is Sam, the Frugal Hugel gardener. I'm in front of one of my raised beds that I need to go ahead and fill and compost, and I'm doing it in the lasagna layered method. Underneath, I got 3 foot of pure horse manure, and then from the ground up, which is the horse manure, I got cardboard, and now I'm putting in banana plants that I cut down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and stack it and layer it up with good Mexican sunflower that's shredded and chipped up, some other compost materials like 3-year-old chips, which turned into pure organic topsoil, and more horse manure. Mix it all in, and the top layer after it's lasagnaed up is going to be the shredded Mexican sunflower to go ahead and wash in the minerals and keep the weeds from growing. So with that said, let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, so right over here you can see the cardboard's on the bottom the whole way down. I bought a chest freezer, and that chest freezer box was thick, brown, and it fit in here perfectly, just a little bit of cutting. As you can see, I'm putting some banana plants in here that I cut down. This right over here is pure horse manure, and I'm going to go ahead and coat all of this so it falls in between everything. So let's get going. Okay, so you can see I have a lot of shoveling to do to get it all in there. And before anybody asks, the horse manure is about 2 years old now. It's cool to the touch, so it's not hot. It really turned into some good organic matter, and I love putting it in all my beds, and my whole garden is like lots and lots in there. The garden has about 3 feet of it throughout the whole garden. All my beds have it, and all my banana plants and fruit trees around the yard has it. I just love horse manure. It's controversial because a lot of people say, oh, it's no good for the plants. Well, the proof is in the pudding, and you know what my videos look like. You know what my plants look like. So I give it the thumbs up. But if you really want to know if your horse manure compost pile is usable, just plant a string bean in there, or plant a tomato plant in there. If it grows normally, you're good to go. If the tomato plant has curly top, or the string bean vine does not grow properly, don't use it. Simple as that. So let me go ahead and finish shoveling all that out, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so as you can see, I have a level of horse manure over the banana plants. That's going to compact in. Now I have composted chips that are aged about 3 years. That's going to go on top of this. And then on top of that, a little bit more horse manure, a little bit more of Mexican sunflower, and so forth. I'm going to layer it up. So to get your bed level, when you go ahead and put compost in it, on the sheet metal there's lines, so from one end to the other end is level. So try to put your compost level with that, and it should stay level. It don't have to be exact because it's going to settle in. It can be wavy. You're going to mix it all up anyways. So with that said, hey, if you want to see a video on how I made all these beds, I got a video down below from start to finish. Check it out. Meanwhile, let me go ahead and start shoveling this in. I got about 2 buckets to go, and then we're going to put some other compost in it. Okay, so I went ahead and put the composted chips down, and as you can see, it's nice and level. Everything's all wet this morning because we had a lot of rain, but that's okay. You could put them down wet as well. As long as they're aged and they're not hot, they got to be cool. If they're hot, you got to let them age more so they don't burn the roots of your plants. So everything I put in here is going to be cool. So now let me go get some Mexican sunflower that I chipped up and shredded with my chipper, and we're going to put it over here. Okay, so this is the remainder of the Mexican sunflower pile that I chipped. And you can see all my Mexican sunflower I cut down is growing back. And right over here I got a huge bin filled with it. So I got plenty at the moment. And if I need more, see all that green back there? I got a lot more to cut down. But I only cut it down in increments until I use up the remainder. So with that said, I'm going to shovel this in there. Okay, so I know you don't want to watch me shovel all that, so let me shovel it and I'll get back to you. Okay, I have a full bucket full, so let's go bring it over to the beds and fill up the beds. And if you don't have a tractor with a bucket, fill up a cart. Fill up a garbage pail with wheels, a 5-gallon bucket. Eventually you'll have it done. Okay, so now I gotta take this Mexican sunflower that I chipped up and spread it out, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so as you can see, I went ahead and put in all the shredded Mexican sunflower. It covered the whole bed. It took 1.5 tractor buckets full, and that's plenty. It's nice and thick. So now I'm just going to go ahead and leave this here. We're in December, January, February, March, April. So 3 months or 4 months from now is when I'm going to go ahead and finish it up and plant my spring crop. And in this bed it's probably going to go ahead and be lettuce and stuff like that, possibly peppers, but my other pepper beds are going to be over there, and that's my asparagus. The cranberry hibiscus, I just put little twigs in there. You can see they rooted and then they grew nice. I'm going to uproot those and plant them, transplant them around the property in the spring as well. So hey, this is Sam the Frugal Hugel Gardener. I hope you enjoyed my video on composting my raised bed. If you want to see a video on how I made them, it's down below. So if you liked my video, give me a like. Give it a share. I would love other people to see it. Subscribe to my channel and you'll see upcoming videos throughout the weeks, the months, and the years to come. Come on over to my Facebook group. The link is in the description below. Okay, so now I have a bucket of biochar that I made, and I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle it on the top. Okay, so I got some biochar. As you can see, I sprinkled on top. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go over to the chicken coop and I'm going to get some manure and we're going to put that on top. Okay, so I'm in the chicken coop, and the way I have it set up, the chickens roost up here and they poop. It falls down in that grill that grill is there so the chickens could walk on it and the poop falls in. So I'm going to lift this up and I'm going to scrape all the poop in that bin. And then we're going to go ahead and take it and put that in the raised beds as chicken manure, fertilizer. Okay, so I took it all out, cleaned it all up, put it all back together, threw down some lime, and got myself a whole big nursery bin of nice chicken manure. Perfect. Let's go use it. Okay, so I shoveled some in this smaller bucket. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to spread this out like I did the biochar. And I'm going to let the rain go ahead and wash it in until April. And then in April I'll stir it all up, mix it all under. It's going to be perfect. Okay, one bucket did this whole side except for that area. Now I'm going to get another bucket and finish it up. Okay, so now that I have the chicken manure and the biochar laid out, I'm just going to spread it out and let the rain and the elements do its thing. Okay, so there you have it. The biochar spread out somewhat. The chicken manure is spread out somewhat all over the top. There's plenty. That was one hole cleaning out underneath the roost. That was a big nursery pot full. So there's plenty and plenty of nutrients to get washed down in that ground. And then there's going to be all kind of microbes and everything else clinging to the biochar and all the compost that are down below. And in the spring, don't forget, I'm going to put about 1 inch or 2 of manure and more Mexican sunflower chips on the top to top it off. But I'm going to leave it like this and let the elements add it. The sun, the rain, and everything. Let it go ahead and bake it in. It's already composted, a little bit of fresh in there, but once you take it out of underneath the roost, it's already like basically ready to lay down. But it helps if you let it lay out a few weeks, then you know that all of it is composted and it's not hot. But since I'm not planting till the spring and we're a week before Christmas over here, this is my raised bed Christmas present. I'm not going to plant till April. So anyway, hey, this is my bonus footage. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, definitely give me a like, a share. Subscribe to my channel. Come on over to my Facebook group. The link is in the description below. Hope to see you soon.